Welcome back to the All Hazards Prepper. This is your situational update for the week of, now it is Wednesday, 7th to 17th. Shooting this today on the way home. So if you hear the truck, I said shoot the situational update on the way home because that's sometimes where my best thoughts come from, other than when I'm in the shower. So, and I can't really record the podcast from there. So we're doing it here from the truck. Today I got to start out with you cannot ignore the fact of what occurred on Saturday. It was, the attempted assassination on Donald Trump, the former president, is tragic. My prayers and thoughts are been out to the man the firefighter that lost his life trying to protect his wife and daughter. And the two that were critically injured, and certainly, former president Donald Trump as well. It is just tragic and sad and crazy of what occurred on Saturday. I'm going to kind of talk about, as preppers, as Americans, as patriots, I'm going to try not to get over a line here. If you do not like what I have to say, go check out another podcast. But it's definitely tragic. I have some, a lot of friends in law enforcement. I have worked with the Secret Service before. I have, certainly done a lot of, pre-planned events and going in, making sure things like this are not thought of and not, going to happen. And that definitely needs to be an investigation on the Secret Service's end and outside sources and looking at what occurred so we do not have, something like this occur in the future. So we can train on it, we can prepare for it, we can plan for it. I really feel like after this, though, the Secret Service and law enforcement during events like these, during big campaign rallies, no matter what side they're on, are probably going to beef up their security a little bit, which is great. As preppers, as Americans, as someone that's out in the community a lot, we gotta really see, if you see something, you gotta say something. If you're out in the community, if you're out with friends or family, or you have family, or you're scrolling through social media and you see something or hear something that is concerning, I would hope most people know what is concerning by now. Certainly, assassination attempt threats or, bomb threats or, things that where, it's involving violence. It needs to be reported to law enforcement, whether that be your, local sheriff's office, police department, or using the FBI's hotline, which is, I think, an online form, and then there's a number to call. I know a lot of federal and state, even law enforcement agencies have hotlines. So reporting that to them, so that way law enforcement can do their job. Like I said, I have a lot of friends and colleagues that are in law enforcement. I know they rather, get a tip and have to investigate it that way than have to investigate, something bigger. So making sure that you report something, especially in today's times, people are crazy. People are, saying and doing all sorts of things that are just, things that we, might not even think about. And we have to, law enforcement can't be everywhere. So you as a citizen have to be able to report things, and definitely, be able to be situationally aware. Kind of leads me to my next point is, you got to be situationally aware when you're out and about. And using common sense. If you are in somewhere where you start seeing protests or certainly violence, staying away from those areas. Don't go and be right there watching or something like that. Let law enforcement, let those people do what they have to do. Of course, protest and all of that is legal. I'm a strong supporter of the First Amendment. Not saying that you not go out there, but just know if you're out practicing your First Amendment right, what could happen and being situationally aware. And that's just in general. Just be situationally aware when you're out and about. If you're going to festivals or, summertime, going out to, large events and even small events, going out to dinner, making sure you're staying situationally aware. Making sure then to reporting, things that you're, raising that hair up on your back or on top of your head, that's what, when you need to report things. And the next thing is, staying prepared. having a way to self-defend yourself, during when you're out. If you're someone like me that has their concealed carry, when it's legal to carry, I would definitely do so. Or if you don't, carrying some pepper spray, or taser or stun gun, or even a knife, something that can protect yourself is definitely better than nothing. So and definitely doing it legally, of course. So going back to what happened on Saturday, and I'm not one to really be glued to the TV, but this after, I will say that the last few nights I have gone and go home and we eat dinner, and I've been watching the TV news and trying to really get a grasp of different inputs, and that's why I kind of gave this a few days to simmer. And I really think that's as preppers and as Americans, where we need to be is we really need to unite on what we agree on and not what we disagree on. I think you will find, if you go and talk with someone on the other side of the aisle, that you're definitely more alike than not. And at the end of the day, we're all Americans. We all have a say in this country. We all have a stake in this country. We all need to move forward in a positive manner. So that's my little rant for that situational update. Just it was something we got to stay on top of, stay monitoring, and don't fall into conspiracy theorists. There's a whole lot of conspiracy theories out there right now on whatever. Some of them are quite interesting to read if you like conspiracy theories like me, but not something easy to believe in. Some of these things are a little bit crazy, but some of them, definitely raise some valid points out there as well. So anyway, that's that part of the situational update. So staying situationally aware is big right now. Weather-wise, the tropics are actually a little bit calm. Knock on some wood somewhere. There's like plastic here in the truck. So someone knock on some wood for me right now if you're listening in. We've been monitoring the tropics. It's a little bit calm. Burl certainly left her impact, or I guess it's a her name, or yeah, Burl's her name. But definitely, need to stay situationally aware of the weather right now. Staying aware of what's put out by the National Hurricane Center. We will start getting into peak hurricane season. We're getting into those months of August and September now, and that's tend to when we see the major hurricanes be named, and that's when we need to stay really situationally aware of what's happening. But if you have not prepared by now, we got to prepare. You got to go out and prepare. If you're listening to this, you probably have a few more hours of Amazon Prime deals. I've tried not to, buy a whole lot, but I bought a few things that were like, oh, that's definitely cheaper. I'm going to buy that for my preps. But, go out and buy some, the food, the water. I've had a lot of questions over the last few weeks, certainly since I started this. Is where I start, it's very overwhelming, and that's something I really want to make it easy, easy for you to do and easy for you to understand. And prepping is not something that's sophisticated and all that. It certainly can be, but it can be very simple as well. I have a post coming out tomorrow. Go check it out. I think it's going to drop at 9 a.m. I did it last night, but definitely go check that out. There's a post out there. I'm going to have a post that kind of lays out 3 steps and breaks it down really simple to where we need to start with all this. A lot of people start with the step 3. I recommend starting with step 1 and 2 and then move to 3. And just go check out that post tomorrow and definitely follow that if you're new to prepping. If you're not new to prepping, if you've been a prepper for a little while, maybe you started prepping whenever you started listening to the All Hazards Prepper, definitely keep building those preps. Build that food supply, build that water supply. If you have the ability to have generators and gas, buying that and building that up. Definitely, the flashlights, the camping stoves, the whatever else out there. I think you saw last week we had a little water outage here at the Halsey at the All Hazard Prepper household. So I had to face that. So go check out that video. It's pretty interesting. But what I had really quick to pull out to deal with that. But just staying prepared, people, is big. Severe weather is still a thing. I know up in New York there was some big storms overnight last night, I think, and definitely got to stay weather aware. It's hot. It is hot, people. It is crazy hot. I don't know if I've ever seen a summer where we've had this much heat advisories and excessive heat warnings and everything like that. Not just in the South, but really across the nation. So staying, practicing heat preparedness, staying cool, staying hydrated, not drinking water, drink some water. It's pretty good for you. I kind of like it. So I definitely go out there and definitely make sure you're staying prepared for the heat. So that's kind of my situational update. What's going on here in the All Hazards Preppers next? So this week we had the prepper housewife. I think that's her title, out of Georgia. It's super cool to sit down with her last week. I learned so much about canning and gardening and things I didn't really know about. We grew up on not a farm per se, but we did have chickens and had a decent sized garden. But we tried to can, but I don't think it worked out so well. Definitely cool to listen to her and to listen to her story, being someone that just living in a city area in a big place like Atlanta, and next thing you know, she's moving to the country, moving to the mountain areas, and really practicing self-reliance and really training herself and her family for that. So pretty cool story there as well. So cool. Go check out that episode, that show that dropped this past Monday. This next week, we have Faraday Containers Troy with Faraday Containers out of Wisconsin. Is on a join us. We had a great conversation with him last week. It was very cool to hear his story about how he designed his product and all of that. That episode is going to drop Monday. I will warn you, it is not your natural disasters. We are getting into SHTF things, people. We are getting into things that I hope and pray never happen, but we have to stay prepared for if they do. It was a great conversation. He really is a subject matter expert on it, and really knew a lot about Faraday products and how to protect yourself from an EMP. So definitely go check out next Monday's episode. I'll have a short dropped, I think on Sunday or Saturday, and that new episode will be showed on Monday. I'll go ahead and announce this too. I think I hinted it on the past couple products, or maybe a past podcast, but here on the All Hazards Prepper, we now are going into the merch game. I was debating on merch, and by merch I mean merchandise, I'm sorry, and content creator world, they call it merch. So I tried to stay up with the times here. But hats, t-shirts, koozies, kids shirts. I got kids shirts, toddler shirts, buttons, stickers, magnets, whatever else Shopify will let you do. I'm working on that. But that is fully there. I have my shirt. I got it last night. I was so happy. I was happy as a lark. I opened it up, and my wife, she was like, "Oh wow, you really pumped about this shirt, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, because it's my All Hazard Prepper shirt. It even has our motto: stay aware, stay prepared, stay alive on the back." Working on some more shirt ideas too, but that's been kind of fun to do. Like I said, it was something I was really debating if I want to do this yet, but it was really simple to do. I feel like maybe some people want some merch. Maybe if you get a t-shirt out, maybe someone will become a prepper. If they see you in the community wearing it or seen out wearing it. So I hope to drop that post next week. I wanted to make sure that the t-shirt was good. My brother ordered a koozie, so I want to make sure that's good. So be on the lookout for that. All Hazard Prepper merch. I try to make it affordable too. Really not making a whole lot of money off of it. I just really wanted some people to have some merch if they wanted it. I really wanted a t-shirt, so I was like, well, might as well just design a t-shirt for everyone. So anyway, that's pretty exciting. Other things here on the All Hazards Prepper, we're going to kind of wrap up at the end of this month. I've been trying to do a little post here and there about outdoor stuff. Haven't done a whole lot, I'm sorry. Anyway, we're getting into that. If you are wanting to be a guest on the All Hazard Prepper Show, definitely reach out to me. I'm tired of reaching out to other people and bugging them like, hey, you want to be on my show? But I've had some great people actually come back and say, yeah, I want to be on. It's been great. I do this not to, I do this to help people prepared, but really this content creating and the podcast and all that have really helped me be a better prepper, learn more from, I'm not a subject matter expert on a lot of things. As an emergency manager, I have this little saying, I'm not a subject matter expert on one thing. I'm I'm a little subject matter expert on a lot of things, and I try to know a little bit about everything, but I don't know everything. So I definitely have gained a lot of knowledge from people that are subject matter experts on different things, and I'm very grateful for that. So really, this show has helped me become a better prepper. But anyway. So that's Blake's ramble for today. I certainly could keep going if you wanted me to. We are here at the 15-minute mark, and I try to keep that. Also, the shows are going to become a little bit longer. I felt like I was not getting a whole lot of information in some of the shows, so I'm making the shows a little bit longer, 35 to 45 minutes. Hopefully, that extra 10 to 15 minutes won't drive you too crazy, but I definitely want to get that information out to people. Some of the people I have in the next few weeks, I feel like are very important things that we need to know. So making the show a little bit longer, and trying to do that as well, as we keep going here on the All Hazards Prepper. So that's where we are this week. Hope everyone has a safe, enjoyable week. Stay safe out there. Stay cool. Stay dry wherever you are, and stay safe. Anyway, the All Hazards Prepper out.